This program is proudly brought to you by PNG Motors, Gazelle International Hotel, and Telecom Limited.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Sports Scene. I am your host, Jaylee Sapies.
And I am Denzel Apelis. Welcome one and all to another thrilling episode of Sports Scene.
All right, coming up on tonight's show, we check out the Olympic Day celebrations hosted last week, and we talk to Trukai Fun Run executives about this year's Fun Run. But of course, before we get into all that, let's take a quick recap, Denzel.
Yes, and let's start with what's happening in terms of the NRL Round 16 last weekend on Friday. The Storms defeated the Dolphins 30 points to 24, maintaining their first place position. And on Saturday, the Titans with a big win against the Warriors 66 points to 6. The Roosters defeated the Bulldogs 28 points to 8, and the Rabbitohs came away with a win 14 points, smashing the Seagulls nil. And on Sunday, West Tigers defeated the Raiders 48 points to 24, concluding the NRL Round 16. We had a lot of teams on bite for that weekend on the host and the Host Plus Cup Round 15. We saw the Pride defeating the Blackhawks 48 points to 0, and the Cuppers defeated the Cutters 38 points to 18. Dolphins and Falcons, Devils and Bears, they all came out with a win, defeating WM Seagulls, Clydesdales, Magpies and Seagulls. Moving on to the Rugby Pacific Finals, the Blues have claimed the premiership, defeating the Chiefs, and that concludes the Super Rugby Pacific for this year, 2024. Congratulations to the Blues. Now let's move on to what's happening, a little bit of an update on local and international sports. Starting off with some more local news with the Port Moresby Soccer Association. They have completed their round 8. Intriguing times for soccer in Port Moresby, with the underdogs upsetting the Giants. Competition manager Joe Ame said that he's very happy with the competition, unlike previous years where you'd see one club dominating each division, and also a better turnout from spectators. From the Port Moresby Men's Softball Association, in the sport of softball, they have completed their round 1 matches last weekend with the top 5 as follows: Moniplus Gazelle in first place with 8 wins, followed by United Brothers in second, Brown Eagles in third, Power in fourth place, Bears in fifth place. Eastern Stars opened the bottom 5 above Stingers, Saints, Kikila Cats and Defence. That's for the A grade division. Moving on to the B grade division, the Brown Eagles are on top with 9 wins, followed by the Eastern Aces, Bears, Power and Moniplus Gazelle. That's for the top 5 in the B grade division. For the Port Moresby Women's Softball Association, now they have been hosting another corporate slow pitch softball tournament as a fundraiser. Now, even though slow pitch is a bit more slower than the actual game itself, it's still a pretty challenging version of the code. Now, they wrapped up their 7th weekend and 35 corporate teams have been competing across 4 pools. Ian Soani, president of the POM Women's Softball Association, noted significant progress in the competition, with more corporate teams participating and showing increased interest. The funds raised will be used to support the association, particularly in preparing a team to represent them at the upcoming Makassar Opens tournament in Indonesia this October. They will be announcing their team very shortly, yes. Now, moving on to more international updates. The FIFA Men's World Ranking Update. Now this one's a bit interesting. There are about 210 nations affiliated with FIFA or international football. And in the latest FIFA Coca-Cola Men's World Ranking Update, the World Cup winners for the recent World Cup, Argentina maintained their position as the top-ranked team, with France and Belgium close behind. Brazil moved up to 4th place, swapping spots with England, who are now 5th. Portugal, the Netherlands and Spain solidify their spots in top 10, while Croatia surpasses Italy. Liberia stands out as the most notable climber, advancing significantly in the rankings. I think they moved up for about probably 10 spaces or something like that, yeah. But on that note, let's find out where PNG are in the ranking. So the PNG men's are ranked 165, which is an improvement by one place from a few months ago, and we did go as high as 158 in 2022, and there has been a decline since then. I reminded that these rankings are not only for the PNG couples, the senior men's team, but all the international men's teams. Under 14, under 16, under 19, under 23, and all of those. And of course, yes, the couples. So FIFA gets their scores according to these performances of these teams and rank them accordingly. That sums up the FIFA World Ranking. Yeah, so that's how FIFA ranks up all the international teams, 210 countries. But otherwise, it's break time. We'll be right back after a quick break and we'll check out the Olympic Day celebration last week. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, you're watching Sports Scene. The PNG Olympic Committee hosted the Olympic Day at the Tauranga Aquatic Center in Port Moresby last week. Olympic Day is celebrated annually throughout the world on the 23rd of June. With just over 1 month to go now before the Paris 2024 Olympics, the PNG Olympic Committee observed Olympic Day by showcasing a number of sports to be featured this July. The Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee hosted the 2024 Olympic Day last week at the Tauranga Aquatic Center in Port Moresby.
Olympic Day is where we commemorate the establishment of the International Olympic Committee when it was established on the 23rd of June in 1894. 2 years later, the modern Olympic Games was revived and took place in Athens, in Greece, in 1896. And so the Olympic Day is celebrated every year to commemorate the Olympic movement and its establishment.
Former Secretary General of the PNG Olympic Committee, Alvita Rapila, who serves as a member of the International Olympic Committee, expressed her appreciation on the Olympic Day celebrations and notified us on the importance of this event.
It's the Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee who organizes this event with all its different partners and all the national federations. So different sports are out here today, and there are pillars, 3 pillars of the Olympic Day, which is learn, move and discover. So all these children are here to come and learn about the Olympic movement. They're here to move and take part in these activities, and they're here to discover and find out about the different sports that are happening here.
This year's theme, Let's Move and Celebrate, serves as a reminder to stay active, stay physically and mentally fit, and celebrating sports.
Excellence. So excellence is about always striving to do your best and be the best that you can be in anything you do in life. And the other value is friendship. So really encouraging children and people around the world to build stronger relationships and friendships. And it's these values of the Olympic movement of excellence, respect and friendship is what we promote on this day and every other day, promoting Olympism as part of the Olympic movement to make the world a better place.
A total of 40 sporting federations make up the PNG Olympic Committee. Just over 10 of these sports were showcased on the day, highlighting the importance of sports in our communities.
Thank you. So today we are celebrating the Olympic Day. The Olympic Day falls on June 23rd. It's celebrated by all the national Olympic committees in the world, 267 of them. And because 23rd is on Sunday, we are celebrating it today. And we're here, we got some children out. We have over 250 participants. The children are from community groups, and we are working together with our partners, from the Team Up program. So we have 12 sports here today, and participants are from the programs that the partners engage with.
Initially, the PNGOC targeted schools to participate in this Olympic Day program.
The turnout is really good, a bit more than what we expected, and the excitement in the children, them just going around learning the sports, new sports, learning about the Olympics, the Olympism, and the theme of the Olympic Day is Move, Learn and Discover. So through this program, we want them to learn something about sport, what sport can do, physical education can do to them, the benefits of that. Yes, we would like to thank the International Olympic Committee, Olympic Solidarity, our partners, the French Embassy. We had the ambassador here this morning, which was really good. And because Paris is hosting the next Olympic Games next month, it was nice to have the ambassador here. We would also like to acknowledge Team Up and its partners that have agreed to come on board and help us deliver today.
And that's that. Olympic Day celebrations at TAC. About 12 sports were featured on that day. So.
Now, moving on, we'll be right back after a quick break and we'll talk to executives from the Trukai Fun Run for this year. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Sports Scene. The annual Trukai Fun Run is the biggest event of its kind in the Pacific, with its popularity growing every year as thousands of people participate in this nationwide event. The Fun Run has been the major fundraising event for the PNG Olympic Committee since its inception in 1983, consistently raising funds for Team PNG to participate in international sporting events. 2024 marks the 24th year of Trukai sponsorship on board as major sponsors. Here to join me on set tonight to discuss this year's Trukai Fun Run is Trukai's brand manager, Christine Miria, and PNG OC's corporate manager, Denzel Agi. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, so firstly, Denzel, please tell us about the 2024 Trukai Fun Run dates and centers that will be participating.
All participating centers will be hosting the Fun Run event on the 7th of July, which is a Sunday. Participating locations at this stage are Port Moresby, Lae, Medang, Kokopo, Mount Hagen, Goroka, Wewak, Popondetta, and Kimbe.
Christine, for this year, Trukai generously donated 40,000 shirts to the PNG OC. Tell us why it's important for Trukai to support this event each year.
Well, it's been 24 years since Trukai has supported and sponsored the Fun Run event. Ideally, the objective of the Fun Run is to raise funds for Team PNG to attend international sporting events like the Pacific Games, the Commonwealth, and the Olympic Games. But ideally, for Trukai in itself, it's in association with the health and well-being of the people and through healthy lifestyle and good eating habits. Yeah.
All right, so the theme for the 2024 Trukai Fun Run is Our Steps, Their Dreams. What does that mean to you?
For us as the organizing committee, ideally our steps to their dreams means that for us as the organizing committee, arranging or organizing this fundraiser helps us from the money raised, helps the athletes who are passionate to train hard and use these sporting platforms to represent the country. It helps for them to achieve their dreams. Obviously, a lot of our athletes are from the grassroots level, and for them, representing the country at the different international sporting activities helps for them to achieve their dreams. Obviously, not everyone has that opportunity to go out and represent the country. So we believe that in this step of us organizing this fundraiser helps or gives them that opportunity to go and achieve their dreams, as a sporting athlete.
All the fun run all on the same day, and how can the public support?
So the fun run happens simultaneously in all locations on the 7th of July. And for you to come and support Team PNG and be part of this great event, please buy a Fun Run shirt, which is selling at 20 kina for all sizes, and come wear your shirts and be there on the day to be part of the excitement.
So we check your Facebook pages, your social media pages to purchase.
Sure. So for more details, to grab your Fun Run shirts or to buy your Fun Run shirts, please follow our social media pages or check the newspaper for more details on where you can buy your Fun Run t-shirt.
All right. Denzel, do you have any acknowledgements?
Yes. First and foremost, our major sponsor, Trukai. Without this partnership with Trukai, especially over the last 24 years, Trukai Fun Run wouldn't be in existence, and gaining that momentum to support our national athletes who go out and represent our country. So thank you again to Trukai. To our support sponsors and retail partners, we'd like to acknowledge our partners and support sponsors as well. What we plan is, or what we hope to be, is a memorable event for all the participants and all those involved in this event. Thank you.
That's it, guys. July 7th, so get your shirts. 20 kina only. All right, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining us, and we wish you all the best with this year's Trukai Fun Run.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
All right, don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll be back to wrap things up. Welcome back to Sports Scene. Okay, let's check out what's trending in the sporting world. Denmark's male footballers have refused a salary increase for playing for the national side to gain their female counterparts equal basic pay, the players' union said on Friday. Now with basketball, the LA Lakers have formally introduced JJ Redick as their next head coach. This after Darvin Ham was fired in May despite leading the Lakers to 2 winning seasons. Now onto the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Australia's Pat Cummins became the first bowler to pick 2 T20 World Cup hat-tricks during the Super 8 encounter against Afghanistan at Kingstown St. Vincent on Sunday. And for the Paris 2024 Olympics, the Tokyo Olympics in 2021 are said to be the hottest games on record. But now experts are saying temperatures for the Paris Olympics could surpass Tokyo's with a possible heat wave expected. And finally, for the NRL, Damien Cook joins the Dragons on a 2-year deal. Hooker Damien Cook will return to where it all began after signing a 2-year deal to join the St. George Illawarra Dragons. This follows an early release from the South Sydney contract. What do you think?
That's a lot happening there, especially with Pat Cummins in the T20 World Cup. I'm not sure if that kind of thing can be done again, but we'll see. There's a lot of young players coming up also. So yeah, Damien Cook moving to the other team. Awesome. We'll see what happens next year moving forward. And on that note, let's check out the NRL previews now, starting with the game tomorrow night, the Bulldogs versus the Sharks on Friday night, NRL Round 7. And on Saturday, the Warriors will face the Broncos, and Knights versus the Eels, Storms versus the Raiders. On Sunday, Dragons versus Dolphins, Panthers versus Cowboys, Roosters versus the West Tigers. And we have on by Rabbitohs, Seagulls and Titans. Host Plus Cup Round 16, WM Seagulls versus Falcons, Pride versus Cutters, Blackhawks versus Devils, Clydesdale versus Bears. And on Sunday, Magpies versus the Tigers, Dolphins versus Seagulls, and Jets versus our very own PNG Hunters. And that concludes our weekend reviews.
All right, and that's it for our weekend previews. But Denzel, you're awfully quiet. Let's talk about State of Origin. What happened last time?
I was hoping we wouldn't talk about this, but yeah, well, I'm not that upset. Everything's under control, I guess. Well, I mean, we were obviously Maroons, I wouldn't say we, but like Maroons were playing defensive. Like, think about the lineup, all right? Everything was defensive and all that. And we took out some of the good players like Kobo and all that, and then probably Kobo will return in Game 3. And I promise I'm not that disappointed because Game 3 stopped. And yeah, I'm pretty sure everything's going to be okay, but yeah, I don't really want to talk about it though.
Yeah. Well, if you're positive, then good luck to the both of us.
Yeah, definitely. And please, thank you for wearing maroons. Yes, that makes me feel good. And
I'm
yeah.
just here to grieve with you.
Oh, it's not a grievance. No, nothing like that. We're gonna win in Game 3. Let's go, Maroons. Blues are already supporting us, so yeah, we're gonna win Game 3.
All right. Before we go, if you have a sports-related story you'd like us to cover, please contact us on 312-9229, or you can Facebook us, email us, or drop by our office at Level 2 Garden City here in Port Moresby. Okay, but that's it for tonight's show, guys. We hope you enjoyed our company.
Yes, we certainly enjoyed yours week in, week out on another episode of Sports Scene. Thank you for being with us.
Do join us same time, same place next week, right here on your number one to watch.
Good night from Sports Scene.
This program was proudly brought to you by PNG Motors, Gazelle International Hotel, and Telecom Limited.